show. Come on over, have a good time, get in the chat. What's up? We're here. And I'm here with my girl. She is the founder of Black Women Views. She is the creator of the Am I Tripping Game, mitrippinggame.com, y'all. mitrippinggame.com. We basically did an hour of Am I Tripping in the last segment. Yeah, it was amazing. And she also is the host of the Reecie Colbert Show that airs every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on Urban View. My girl, Reecie Colbert. Reecie, what's up?
Hey, New York Times bestseller. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. That last hour was a cackle. There are some serious topics that we want to get to, but let's go to some of the phone calls because, okay, if you're just tuning in on YouTube, we were just talking and chit-chatting, and at Clay and Reecie Live Beyond the Mic, there are love connections in the air. And there was a first date that didn't go well, but then somebody else
it did go well. You said it didn't go well.
It did go well.
Yeah.
But he dated a former friend and all that good stuff. And he called in to tell his side, but then another woman called in to shoot her shot. So it's just it's a lot.
Dash.
So
Stacey Dash.
She looked like Stacey Dash and Tamia. Our callers look like Michael Ealy, Blair Underwood, Stacey Dash, Tamia, and I'll be sure. That's what our callers look like. I ain't mad at all. So we're going to rock some serious topics, but we do have a couple of calls here that wanted to,
Can I just say one thing super quick? We have to send a congratulations to Ashley Allison. Her Watering Hole Media company just purchased The Root. So The Root is Black owned again. Watering Hole Media was already Black owned. So congratulations, media mogul. Y'all probably know her from CNN. If you haven't checked out her programs on Watering Hole, but she's a force. She's a badass, and I'm so excited for her. I'm so excited for The Root, and I'm excited for Watering Hole Media. So I just want to say congratulations real quick to her on that.
I love that. We love her, friend of the show. She's amazing. She's really, really great. Yeah. Shout out to Ashley Allison. So now we have a place we can support, right? We talk about how do we support? There's another place we can support. And the way that you'll keep The Root going now under Ashley Allison is making sure you go to their stories and you click on it and you share, you show the love and all that kind of stuff. So now you got to be there to make sure that we properly support. All right, let's go to a call here. Let's go over to let me see here. Is it Mike on from ATL, first time caller?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it is. It's so weird.
Oh, what's up?
Look here. Hey, how y'all doing, man?
All right.
I'm not calling to try to hook up with no love and nothing like that. But I just want to let y'all know, in Atlanta, Georgia, boy, y'all be putting it down on this Sirius XM. I'm talking about I can't stop smiling at all, shouting. When I say I can't stop smiling, y'all put it in there. Reecie, you are beautiful. No disrespect to your husband whatsoever, girl. You be wearing that damn red lipstick. And
thank you.
And goddamn Clay, boy, I wish I could hook you up with my brother so bad, boy. I'm talking about for real, boy. I'm talking about for real talk. Y'all some real people. Y'all got me laughing every day, all day. When I turn on this Sirius XM radio in the morning, and start off with Karen, not Karen, but the first girl early in the morning. I don't turn it off until the end. I'm talking about y'all teaching us some real shit. And ain't no high school graduate or nothing like that. But boy, y'all, I'm listening to some real stuff that a lot of us young brothers out here in this world don't understand what's really going on in life. These folks is trying to destroy us. I'm sorry I'm off the topic, but real talk, bro. Y'all keep up the good work. And I love y'all. Reecie, girl, if you get divorced, well, I know you ain't gonna get divorced, but
no, we locked in for life. For life.
How old are you, sir? What's your age, brother? You sound like a grown man. How old are you?
I just turned 51 September 6th, man.
Okay. Happy belated birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday. Yes.
I love that. Well, thank you for the love. We appreciate that. We always appreciate some kind love and all that good stuff. Let's go. Appreciate that. Let's go over to Deanna from Texas. Deanna, she looking for a matchup. What's up, Deanna?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
I just caught the tail end of Tony. He said he was 58, and I was like, let me call into the Clay K show so I could get my hookup.
Okay, all right. Hook up Thursdays. Okay, so Tony was at Beyond the Mic in Philadelphia. Cheney grad. Reecie and I met him. So,
Yes.
in case people, need to know, get an idea of what you look like, who would you say you look like, Deanna?
I think I look like an older Reecie. It's shorter.
Older
Oh,
Reecie, but shorter. Okay. That's a
okay.
good look.
Older, I look. Yes, it is. She will look good at 58.
Well, thank
I know
you.
that's right. I know.
Hey,
Now
twin.
he's in Philly. What part of Texas are you in?
The Dallas area, DF-Dub.
Is that too far, Philly?
Not when you're grown, it's not.
Ooh, I know that's right.
And do I see it here that you're an attorney?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Esquire.
Esquire. I like that. Okay. Well, listen. I'm sure Tony's still listening. Why don't I get your email and I'll pass it on. How about that, Deanna?
Well, if you travel to Houston because it's gonna be more local.
Are you going to be in Houston? Are you coming to Houston?
I wanted to be in Houston, but it's my sister's surprise birthday party on the same day in Oklahoma.
Oh,
okay,
in
yeah,
Oklahoma.
you gotta hook up the sister. Yeah, you gotta.
Because there's gonna be some single people there in Houston. All right, Kate, don't go nowhere. Put Deanna on hold because we all about finding the love. Listen, we're gonna be in Houston on October 11th, y'all. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be fire, and we're doing something special for the single people. All right. So if you're single and you come to Houston, no pressure. You can come with your boo. We have plenty of anniversaries, wedding anniversaries. Because we do like a full entire show. We do it's a full 2-hour damn show, damn near. And we do a meet and greet. So we're going to give you a purple wristband if you want it, if you're single and heterosexual, right? Now, if you're single and the LGBT will give you an orange one. I don't want to do the rainbow. So we're going to do we're going to make sure it's very simple so the brothers can get their thing on, the LGBT get their thing on. We're gonna find love, and Reecie and I work the crowd. We do a Q&A.
Yes.
So I'm gonna be looking for them purple wristbands. I'm gonna be looking, and there's gonna be a bar there and all that good stuff. So get your tickets now for Houston. It's gonna be. We also have a surprise guest coming. I can't say who, but a surprise guest.
Yes. People are gonna be very excited about this. Very excited.
Yeah, very super. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. Last year was Rep James Clyburn and Rep Colin Allred. So we have a surprise guest coming to Houston. So Clay and Reecie live.eventbrite.com. And no, Reecie is not 58. She's 43. I'm not 43. The caller said that she is 58, like an older version of Reecie.
Somebody said, okay, Jamie is starting rumors. First they said 58. I think they meant 5'8". I am 5'9", and I am not 47. Oh. Where did 47 come from?
No. So yeah,
no shade to being 47, but I ain't 47 now. Don't
age. Okay, we're gonna do a few more calls, y'all, and then we are going to get into some topics. I'm just saying, but this is fun. If you want the fun in person, Clay and Reecie live.eventbrite.com in the good old Houston, Texas.
And Maryland, I ain't 43 either. Y'all trying to add some on my look.
Clay is 47. No, I'm not 47. I am 48, and I'm proud of it. God damn it! Look at this.
And I ain't 43 yet. Okay, look. When I get to 43, and I want to announce it, I'll let y'all know. But I'm
no gray hair.
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah.
Still got it. God damn it.
Still fine. Look, 40s look good. 40s looks good. I am in my 40s, but 40s look good. You know what I'm saying?
Now, don't nobody shoot their shot at me. I don't like that. I got my Bible and my little suit pocket. Don't do that with me. Don't shoot your shot with me at beyond. I'm working. I'm professional.
That's right. Clay doing his gig. Okay. But you be out there. Look, give me some fine.
I don't even see all that. I don't see all that.
You don't see it. I be seeing it.
My mind be just focused on the show. If it can't do anything, what is it? If it can't do something right, don't do it at all.
Please, do something right. Don't do it at all.
That's me. I'm doing the sound check, getting the chairs together. What's going on?
Yes.
Everything must be pitch perfect. Because y'all will complain. I went to Clay and Reecie show. The sound wasn't right. I went to Clay and Reecie show. No. Y'all, and I will complain too.
Yeah. But that's never been a complaint.
Give me the respect that I'm entitled to.
That's the story of my life.
Yeah. You know what's funny too, Clay, is that we're both tall. And as many times as I've said that people are surprised that I'm tall, people are still surprised that I'm tall. So when people take pictures with us, usually we're significantly taller than the people we take pictures with. So.
Yes.
Clay is tall and he's handsome. Okay. Yeah.
I'm 6'1".
Y'all
and Reecie tall, then she have like 2 or 3 inch heels.
2, no, I do not have no kitten heels on. They are like 3.5. I'm 5'9".
3.5. Oh,
They're
is a kitten
chunky
heel
heels.
considered 2 inches?
Yeah, a kitten heel is 2 inches. It's
Oh,
3.5 inches. It's a chunky heel. Now I could wear some cuter shoes, but I put function over fashion because it's a long night and don't nobody want to see me, looking like I'm not even gonna say a person name because yeah.
You about 6'2". No, I'm 6'1". I'm a little over 6'1", actually. Mr. D-Boy Sexy. First of all, Mr. D-Boy, when I first saw your name, I thought it was Mr. Du Bois Sexy. I was like, who would put Du Bois in there? I'm such a freaking history dude. I thought it said Du Bois. Like
W.B. Du Bois.
Yeah, it's like W. Like, but did Du Bois have? I mean, I love Du Bois, but you don't really think, sex kitten with Du Bois. You know what I mean? So, but it took me a minute.
He's like, I'm sexy. What you talking about?
I got it. I was a little bit. I was like, Du Bois, really? Du Bois is. But it just got me confused.
I wonder whatever happened to Big Daddy. Remember Big Daddy, the trucker? Was he a trucker from Ohio? He ain't called in a while.
Yeah. Where Big Daddy at? Where Big Daddy? Okay. We're doing a few more calls. Then, God damn it, we're gonna get serious. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go over to Dave from Houston, first time caller. He said he will be at the Houston show.
Hey, yo, I'm so excited. This is my first time getting with you guys, and I got to tell you, I am so blown away by how knowledgeable you guys are and how you really put it where the ghost can get it, like Mr. Madison used to say. So I'm just thankful to even be able to get through. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's so nice.
So you coming to Houston, Dave? Yeah,
I live actually in Katy, Texas, which is like if I drive 5 minutes, I'm in Houston. So
okay.
My wife and I are coming, so I'm not single.
Okay, look, he's like, I'm spoken for.
I am spoken for.
Yeah.
But my wife and I, we're allied health professionals. She's actually the #1 medical sports massage therapist probably in this region.
Wow.
And I focus on fitness and nutrition. So we're healers, and this is what I was born to do. So much so that I'm actually a disabled Marine Corps vet because of a lot of nerve damage. But my pleasure. But literally, I've been able to use the science of fitness to normalize myself. So when people see me, they have no idea. Some days I have a lot of pain, but the thing is, when you have someone in your life that actually is on the same page with you, you get up at 3:30 in the morning, and we train together. And then after that, I start with my first client at 5:30. So, but we do this for each other because sometimes being motivated for yourself, it ain't enough. Because
that's
you get
true.
complacent. You get complacent. But then I think about if I'm blessed like my grandmother to live 93 years, and I need to make sure that I live the way she lived. She grew her own food. She walked everywhere she went, unless it was someplace that was a greater distance than she should be walking. And because she was a good steward over people in her life, she always had a ride. So my thing is, we as melanated people, as Nubians, as African Americans, as Black people, people of the earth, people of the sun, we owe it to ourselves not only to get as much sun as we can, but also do it with our loved ones. Make sure that we're taking care of the temple that houses who you are, your life essence, your soul.
Yeah.
Because
we have other calls, brother, but we can't wait to see you in Houston, Texas, and that is facts. I try to always get in 10,000 steps a day. I'm a bit of a health nut, so I definitely hear you on that. Thank you, brother. Appreciate
I need to be like y'all. Yeah, I'm working my way up there.
Let's go to Shamir from Cali. You just wanted to say hello to Reecie. That's it. Just wanted to say hello. What's up, Shamir?
No, I don't just want to say hello to Reecie.
Oh, okay.
Play. I mean, boy.
Yes.
Come on now. You got it going on.
Yes, that's right.
I've never gotten in when Reecie is on, and I feel some type of way about that. That's my problem. My problem. I love me some Reecie. I dig her show every Saturday. That's
Thank
my girl. I'm just saying, if I could have a homegirl, she'd be you. But I just to go kidnap you. So how about we don't? No, I just wanted to let you guys know that my son just got home from the NICU in July. And the only thing that got me through is the two of you listening to your show.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
the only thing that got me. I mean, I never gave up, but I was just like, what do I do? But you guys got me through that hard part of my life. He's home now, and he's okay. He's okay.
Good.
He's home, and he's okay. I mean, we have a lot of therapy to go through with his everything, speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy, every therapy under the GD sun. But being in that NICU and listening to you guys, that's what got me through.
Wow.
It helped me be grounded.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for that. We're happy that we could, just bring a little bit of joy to people, and we see that at Beyond the Mic in person. And y'all get us through. Like, y'all don't know things that we go through behind the scenes sometimes, so y'all get us through, and it's work doing what we do, but we're just so grateful. We're so grateful. So so that's all we could it's gratitude. And Reecie and I talk about it off mic, like, this is the audience, this is the people. We are so grateful every single day. We never take it for granted. That's really serious. So thank you.
Yes, thank you. And I'm so glad your baby is home.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Let's go over to Patrick from Atlanta. What's up, Patrick? Patrick, you there? I hear Patrick. I like to sometimes.
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can, brother. What's going on, Patrick?
Yes, I just wanted to say thank you guys for coming to Atlanta. We really enjoyed you. And it was really needed because with the city of Atlanta, I actually work in government, and we're now getting threatened with this DEI funding pullback. So really did that, and just thank you. And want to say shout out to all the nukes that may have been in the house too. We just really had a good time. Thank you for putting it on, and we're looking forward to the 4th year of coming to the event. So thanks again.
Absolutely, without a doubt. All right, we're getting a lot of calls, just calling in, just cackling about the show. But let's. I do want to get to some topics, so this is actually really important.
Okay.
The ICE, as you know, is setting up shop all over the country, and last year, when you and I were on these airways, probably exactly a year ago, you were trying to break down to people, and as Alan Orr, our great immigration attorney, that do not think these raids and these attacks on immigrants will not impact Black communities. Right? So many folks thought that we were removed from that because, it's just them over there. But what did you say, Reecie? You were actually they, them as well.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And now what we saw, and this is just what's being reported, that ICE went to a Black neighborhood.
South Shore. That's Black.
South Shore apartment building. You're from Chicago, and basically, where you live. Yeah.
But I rep South Side all day. Yes.
Absolutely. Snatch people up off the street. This is really an important story. Listen to this.
I spoke to one woman who actually lives in this building, and she says she was detained by ICE agents overnight, and she says they took everyone and then asked questions later.
They just treated us like we were nothing.
Patricia Fisher says she came out to the hallway of her apartment complex on the corner of 75th and South Shore Drive in her nightgown around 10 Monday night, only to find ICE agents yelling police.
It was scary because I've never had a gun put in my face. They asked my name and my date of birth and asked me, did I have any warrants? And I told them no, I didn't.
She says she was then handcuffed and released around 3 a.m. Fisher says she was told if anyone had any kind of warrant out for them, even if it was unrelated to immigration, they would not be released. Citizen App video shows the chaotic scene overnight. Neighbors tell us there were dozens of ICE agents. Neighbors like Ebony Watson says they ducked for cover as they heard several flashbangs go off.
They was terrified. The kids was crying. People was screaming. They looked very distraught. I was out there crying when I seen the little girl come around the corner. Because they was bringing the kids out too. Had them zip tied to each other. That's all I kept asking. Where's the morality? Where's the human? One of them literally laughed. He was standing right here. He said, them kids.
Watson says budget trucks and military-style vans were used to separate parents from their children. Other neighbors say they saw agents destroying property to get in the building.
And they had a big 15-inch chainsaw with a round blade on it, cutting this fence down. We're under siege. We're being invaded by our own military.
The FBI did confirm this morning that they did help the U.S. Border Patrol carry out a targeted immigration enforcement operation in this area, and they say they have been supporting these efforts.
This reportedly happened around 10 p.m. So basically in the middle of the night. I'm gonna let you take this first, Reecie. Go ahead.
The key word in that is targeted. They're targeting, they're hunting Black people exactly the fuck like I said they would do. And they're using immigration as a pretext exactly the fuck like I said they would do. This is why we said citizenship is on the ballot. They chose 10 p.m. because that is where you have maximum occupancy in a residential building to come in there, no fucking warrants. So the due process shit is out the window. You're supposed to have probable cause to enter a person's home. But when you couch it under immigration, all that shit, they're able to throw it out the window. Legally, not so much, but there's less pushback when you couch it under immigration. There's supposed to be constitutional laws, and there's supposed to be different, zones where there's more latitude for immigration enforcement. But all that shit's out the window now. This is an attack on our communities, on Black people. To separate children, to zip tie children, that is barbaric behavior. And this is why you can't only care about citizens, and well, that's how they treat immigrants, because they don't give a fuck about your citizenship or your humanity. It's like shoot first, ask questions later. So they are traumatizing people. They are terrorizing people, and they are detaining people overnight. This is a school night. You have children separated from their parents. And like I said, with these checkpoints, remember we talked about the checkpoints in DC, and they're supposedly ICE checkpoints. But remember how I also pointed out that if they are running they're running background checks on you, they're not just checking, oh, okay, you got your real ID, you a citizen, oh, you got your birth certificate, okay. No, they are hunting for reasons to incarcerate Black people. And so you might be at home, there might be no reason for any law enforcement agency to ever have any encounters with you. And you might have a bench warrant, tickets, whatever the situation, child support, whoever knows. Now, through this action, they are able to come in here, and who gonna check them, boo? And so this is an erosion of our citizenship. It's an attack on our citizenship, but it is also an attack on our humanity. This is why you cannot be selective with humanity. You cannot put humanity behind a piece of paper that you call citizenship, because they are not checking that paper, because they see you as the enemy first. They don't see you as an American citizen first. They don't see you as a person they have to do their due diligence for. And the last thing I'll say is, when they make a mistake, they do not take any kind of efforts to rectify it. The property damage that they did, they're not going to come and say, oh, okay, well, here's the check. Here you go. No, y'all assed out. So they destroy the property. They take things. That's now left for these residents to be burdened with. With that being said, I said in 2023, when I was on Chicago radio, and I mentioned this earlier this week,
yes, you did.
Thing I heard on the radio, trans immigrant. We have to be careful about taking political action that we think is punishing the they, them, the others, because you should always know that shit is going to boomerang right the fuck back on us. And so this stuff matters. We have to recognize the threat that we're under, and we have to be diligent in protecting ourselves. Now, there ain't nothing you can do if somebody come in with flash grenades and shit at 10 o'clock at night, but I'm just saying, do not feel apathetic and complacent when you have this military occupation under the pretext of immigration enforcement.
Once you hand the state unchecked power, they're going to use it on everybody.
Period.
Everybody. So this isn't just about immigration. Mm-hmm. It's a license for militarized policing.
That's right.
Real talk. Mm-hmm. Which was, I know y'all get tired of me saying this, that was in Project 2025. This is their license for militarized policing. And we heard that news clip, but I just want y'all just think about what you just heard there.
Mm-hmm.
Flashbangs. Kids being zip tied. People being pulled out of their homes. Helicopters. That sounds like the Iraq War.
Yeah.
That sounds like a war zone.
Yeah.
Now, I thought Chicago was being over. The woman said, I've never had a gun pulled on me before. They think we're all living in carnage. We were just in Chicago.
Yes.
We were talking about this at Beyond the Mic in Chicago, Reecie Colbert. They're coming. So as they got you looking at the other, as they got you thinking it's someone over there, they're going into your neighborhood like it's a war zone. Kids being zip tied.
Black,
like a horror
black children.
Black. BLACK.
SBA, ADOS, B1 Freedmen, black children. No children should be subject to this, but these are black people as well.
Doors were cut down. They cut down doors. Property was destroyed. This is like a horror movie. This is The Purge. It's terrifying. And this is exactly what we were talking about. They don't care about black jobs. Remember that? I was saying this earlier in the week. Yeah. We got to get these immigrants out because they're taking our black jobs. Immigrants are being kicked out and our black unemployment numbers are going up. If all these immigrants are kicked out, then why do we have 300,000 black women who lost their jobs? Why is our unemployment rate above 7% now? It's all bullshit. It's distraction. So let's kill this myth. When Republicans babble about immigration and the border, it's not about that. They want the chaos. They want a militarized police force. That's what they want. And that's terrifying what we heard there. And it could be your city next. And what's really messed up is that kind of what you say, Reecie, who's going to check them, boo? They got the power.
Yeah.
They're trying to take away your health care by convincing you that illegal immigrants are getting health care, are getting Obamacare.
Getting subsidies, which how the fuck if you illegal?
Then they try and remix it and say, well, only American citizens should get subsidies, should get access. Because there's millions of folks who live here who aren't American citizens, but they're here legally.
Yeah.
But as you said, they want to redefine citizenship. And my personal opinion, they knew exactly what they were doing when they went to that black neighborhood. Even in Chicago, our neighborhoods in Philly are very segregated. Very segregated. They knew exactly what they were doing. It's an act of intimidation.
Yes.
But when you give the state unchecked power, they're going to use it on everyone.
This is like some KKK shit, burning crosses on people's front lawns. These are people's homes at 10 o'clock at night. What kind of urgent law enforcement business is needed for an entire building? This is like when Nino Brown took over the motherfucking projects. I forget the name of it, but the building
in New Jack City.
In New Jack, it's some New Jack City shit. But this is real life. This is real fucking life. And there is unchecked power being weaponized.
Listen to this, Reecie. In the news report, according to Eyewitness News, they had the black people in one van and the immigrants in another van. That's according to an eyewitness.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all knew what you were doing. You got the black folks somewhere else and the immigrants in a separate van. And they were saying they were doing this because there was reportedly an apartment next door. There was trafficking, guns and drugs, and they were taking advantage of American citizens in a violent way. You went into these homes in a violent way and zip-tied children.
Yeah. Now, mind you, you said this van, that van. You didn't say in their home looking out the windows, like what's going on?
Right.
Everybody was detained. And everybody was detained for hours. I don't want to be detained for 5 seconds.
Right.
Period. Anything over. Yes. But people said that we were fear-mongering. People said that this ain't got nothing to do with ADOS.
Yeah, they were saying we're focusing on immigrants and not focusing on black people. And I'm like, first of all, immigrants are black. But second of all,
also that, yeah.
You know a little bit of American history? That they come for one, they're coming for others.
Yeah.
That's where poor white folks fucked up. Poor white folks thought, oh, they'll never come for me. They're just redlining. You know, they're just not allowing folks to get access to the GI Bill. It's just mass incarceration. But then eventually when your hospitals get shut down, when your communities are crime ridden, when your Mima, you know, doesn't have access to health care, then you get it. So it's just sad. And unfortunately, it's not going to stop here. And now he's going to bring the national troop to the deeply violent city of Portland, Oregon.
Yeah. Well.
And see, this comment right here, this comment, Reecie. This could be a bot. I think both parties were the same. With all due respect,
oh no, I think that's sarcastic. Like I think she's saying sarcastically.
Oh, I thought. Okay. I thought she was gonna. I was getting ready to go off. Thank you. You're right, Gwen. Exactly. The sarcasm. And always. It's why I'm not. You know, gotta be careful with texting and all that kind of stuff. Exactly. Do you think this would happen under a Kamala Harris administration?
No.
Now she would have cracked down on immigration. She would have.
Yeah.
Probably in the way of Obama.
Yeah.
Obama cracked down on it. She would have cracked down, but she wouldn't have had ICE running into a housing project, public housing where black folks are. And if she did, you would have had every black leader across the country damning her to hell. Black woman, how dare you go into this black neighborhood? And you know, this is under your watch. I'm barely even hearing about this story.
Yeah, it should be a much bigger story. But here's the thing. If we can't make, I hate that we can't just make a human argument. Like, I hate that we can't talk about like, well, why would we want anybody in this country who is residing in this country to not be able to access healthcare? Because obviously when people don't have health insurance, then they go to the ER, and that makes, when you actually have an emergency, now you're waiting longer. And it's American citizens and it's immigrants in the ER. It's not only just immigrants like dumbass JD Vance and his eyeliner set. But we can't win this argument on humanity. But my question then is, okay, how much are you willing to sacrifice in your personal citizenship, in your ability to move around this country freely, to sleep in your own bed without a fucking flash grenade from ICE banging down your door to detain you in the middle of the night for hours? How much are you willing to sacrifice to punish a group of people? How much are you willing to sacrifice? How much are you willing to sacrifice in terms of shutting down the government, in terms of buying into this false rhetoric and propaganda about illegals or Democrats trying to get illegals healthcare? Even if that were the case, does that mean fuck the whole government to stop that? Does that mean fuck my healthcare to stop that? At some point, we have to be willing to recognize that this sacrifice, this trade-off is not, no matter how much you want to punish X, Y, and Z group, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. The government, all of hundreds of billions of dollars are going to ICE, and that's taken away from cancer research, that's taken away from education funding, that's taken away from infrastructure funding, that's taken away from everything that actually moves this country forward, and it's all going to fucking ICE. There has to be some logic at some point that says, you know what? I'm gonna let them live because this is more important for me to be able to thrive and for me to be able to just be a citizen in this country undisturbed.
And also, how much do you want to pay for this?
Yeah.
They had Black Hawk helicopters at this apartment complex. Black Hawk helicopters. Y'all care about money and taxes and low taxes. How much do the American people have to pay to do some bullshit raid?
Yeah.
And I'd also love to know, what's the result of this raid? Did you find these drug dealers? Did you find these alleged, what did anything come out of it, or just traumatizing children? But I want to play a clip of, right. Before we go to a break, I want to play a clip of the mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson.
Shout out to him.
About Assata Shakur. Assata Shakur passed away recently. She was living, she went to Cuba. She was accused of shooting a police officer in New Jersey in the 1970s. She always maintained her innocence, and she was convicted by an all-white jury. A teachers union tweeted about Assata Shakur's death and wishing her well, because we should never celebrate death, right? Right, Reece? Never do that, right?
Right, apparently, right.
You should always give your condolences, right? Always. That's very important. That's what I've done. So now people are mad that Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson didn't denounce the tweet from the teachers union, or the post, whatever it is, X, whatever the hell it is. I want you to hear Mayor Brandon Johnson respond to that about Assata Shakur. Listen to this.
Can I give you my perspective? Because I don't operate the Chicago Teachers Union's Twitter account. Assata Shakur is an important person in the Black liberation movement who has repeatedly claimed her innocence, and that she was tried by an all-white jury at a particular time in which it was nearly impossible for Black people to receive a fair trial. I don't and I can't speak to anyone's claim of innocence. I certainly do not condone any acts of violence. But at a time in which it has become even increasingly clear, and we're dealing with this today, it is commonplace for Black people to be wrongfully convicted.
That's right.
And so it is incumbent upon us to recognize that we are still dealing with the sins of our foreparents, of which the city of Chicago is paying hundreds of millions of dollars to respond to individuals who were tortured and forced into false confessions. So as an important part of Black liberation, as an activist, may she rest in peace.
Period.
And this was really important for me when I saw this, because every Wednesday I interview somebody who's been wrongfully convicted. And Black people, according to deathpenalty.org, are 7 times more likely to be wrongfully convicted.
Yeah.
What I know of this story, I believe she was wrongfully convicted. It's horrific that a police officer in New Jersey was shot and killed. That is horrific. But I believe they came for this woman because she was a part of the Black liberation movement. There was also the MOVE movement in Philadelphia.
Yep.
There are folks who were convicted that have now been released because they believe they were wrongfully convicted after being accused of crimes. So I don't get that. I'm so happy Mayor Brandon Johnson said that.
Yeah.
New Jersey has a insane history of wrongful convictions, as does Chicago. And she's no longer with us. She lived a peaceful life in Cuba, didn't have any crimes or anything like that. So much so, Castro said, we're not going to send her back to the United States. I just want everybody's moral high ground to be fair, to be clear. And we know that probably isn't a reality for some.
Yeah.
Have this moral high ground. But she's 78 years old. She passed away. She lived her life. And now you want him to respond to a post from the teachers union? And he's not even in New Jersey where the crime happened?
Yeah.
Okay. See, they playing with our cities. They're playing with our cities. It's very strange. No, it's not strange. It's what they said in last year that they would do. So it's just strange to me. I don't celebrate anybody's death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I do believe she was wrongfully convicted. Maybe one day they'll go back into the case and say, actually, she was right. Let's expunge her record posthumously. Maybe they'll do that. But if they even do that in New Jersey.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to shout that out.
Go ahead. Mayor Johnson is the blueprint to me. A person who just he's fearless. He don't give a damn. Y'all not going to have him kowtowing and tap dancing. If you don't like it, go to hell. That's the energy that we need. And he is really built for a time like this. Before we go to a break, though, the one other thing I do want to say is, I brought this up on my show a couple weeks ago. This administration has been bombing ships, vessels, speedboats off of Venezuela, claiming that they are drug toting terrorists. You mentioned the move bombing. We have to be careful in these times where this administration feels like all they have to say is, oh, well, there were some gang members, there were some terrorists, they are really emboldened right now. And as much as we've been warning about, well, this can happen, I didn't think it was going to be one news clip that has the greatest hits or the worst hits of all the things that we predicted would happen in one fucking news clip. And so I hate to even get this in my mind, but we've seen in our history where federal government or state government or whatever the case may be,
different. It was 1985. Yes. Philadelphia move bombing 1985, not 1885. They bombed a block in Philadelphia, Osage Avenue, that I've walked by 1,000 times. Just want to make that clear. 85.
That is not generations ago. Right. So we have to get out of this situation where we as a society have said that it is okay to act without due process, to inflict violence, to inflict terror, to inflict incarceration on people just because this administration says they're X, Y, and Z, because they have no restraint. They have no competence. They are doing it for the plot. They are doing it because cruelty is the point.
It is. It is. Well, listen, YouTube has been good. It's been fun. We appreciate you. We're going to keep on going. We're going to have Michigan Lieutenant Governor, Gilchrist, Lieutenant Governor, calling into the show in the next hour. Reece is going to stay on. And Reece, you want to talk to the folks?
Yeah.
Okay, talk to the folks and engage. And then we'll be right back. This is the Clay Kane Show on Sirius XM Urban View, channel 126. Be right back.
You're listening to the Clay Kane Show.
Okay, I saw somebody said, did you guys talk about Brooklyn? What happened in Brooklyn that we were supposed to talk about? I missed it. Let's see. Hey, everybody. Yeah. Okay, Jordan, the country was founded on lies and violence. Why would they change? That's true. Kimberly, love when I got, thank you. Let's see. Oh, you guys are so nice. Thank you, everybody. Let me see. I'm trying to see. Like Mocha says, Black Americans need to insulate, meaning we need to get back to community. We're going to need it. Well, we definitely got to shore up our communities, but we got to get along to do that. We got to support each other. Okay. Yes. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you follow my YouTube is Black Women Views. Reecie Colbert on all socials. Yes. Let's see. The building. Oh, the partial building collapse. Yeah, I did see that. We didn't talk about it, but yeah, that was crazy. There was something with the building not being up to code. There were some violations, and so an apartment building had a partial collapse. I hope that nobody died. I didn't think that I saw that there were any casualties, but it looked pretty devastating. So I hope that people didn't, get injured in that. I'll look it up to see what's happening now. Let's see. Reecie, talk about our psychological destruction happening. It's funny because people are underreacting to this, but then you have people like us who are engaged. What we have to do though is we have to keep our joy. I know it sounds crazy after that segment, but keep your wits about you. Look, somebody said insulate. I wouldn't go as far as say insulate, but take care of home, take care of your family, and orient your mind towards that. The Reframe Brain, The Fight to Fly, Erica Savage, that's a great book to help you center yourself and recognize how you get through things. Let's see. Trump lies so much. Detroit, we're gonna look to see if we can do Detroit next year. We might be able to do some more cities next year. Definitely going to the West Coast next year. So y'all stay tuned. Let's see. Okay, everybody is cool. They're gone. Oh, it was an incinerator tower. No casualties. Okay, good. All right, bye y'all. See y'all on Sirius XM.